What's good, Rappreneurs? Listen, in today's video, we're watching how this independent rapper, AJ McQueen, made over $10,000 before his album ever even seen platforms. And he ended up making over 18K from his independent artist project that he released. So we about to watch the video, watch the interview on the Curtis King YouTube channel. Shout out to Curtis King, and yeah, let's get into it.
My last project, I made over 10,000 before it ever even saw anybody. Before,
Slow down.
yeah,
Because I heard rumblings of a $1,900 purchase for an album.
facts, 100% facts,
$1,900 for one
facts.
singular.
100% facts. I'm definitely have made probably over 18K on a mixtape.
What does being an independent artist actually mean to you beyond ownership?
Full autonomy, literally full control, and the 100% power to chart your own destiny, like 100%. You want more people to listen to it? Do more. You want this, you know what I'm saying, without having these barriers of like, man, I'm going hard. I know I'm doing this. I don't see whatever, you know what I mean? And being able to retain ownership so you can distribute ownership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, that's powerful. I'm able to know that, okay, I can, if I go as hard as I'm going, I'm able to retain it so I can give it away.
Right. You know, I have a large independent audience of independent artists and rappers, specifically rappers. And, I asked this question respectfully, and you disclose whatever you want to. But outside of streaming, which obviously is not looking like it's about to pay anything more than 0.003, what are some streams of income that you generate as an independent artist outside of streaming?
Like you saying, what are the specific streams?
Just some of those, because I think a lot of people, they're transitioning from an exclusive streaming model, and they know some of the obvious like merch and whatnot, but just for those who maybe not be informed.
Yeah. So of course, like, direct to consumer. So a lot of my music, my last album, the album before that, my mixtape, whatever, before I put that out to any streaming, all of it goes in. It's an in-house thing. It's direct to consumer. You know what I'm saying? My last project, I made over 10,000 before it ever even saw anybody. Before,
slow down.
Yeah,
because I heard rumblings of a $1,900 purchase for an album.
facts, 100% facts.
$1,900 for one singular.
100% facts.
I don't want to railroad your point, so I'm gonna let you land that. But I absolutely have a question about that.
Single purchase, $1,900 from a single purchase, one fan, just because he allowed him to.
It's over 10K for just the album that the world's gonna get anyways.
Yeah.
But people, when you create a model and you bring people into your world and you allow people to express interest, allow fans to be fancy, when you go straight to streaming, you strip and the opportunity for people to actually be a fan. We keep doing it, right? So that album, over 10K, a mixtape. I got a mixtape out on that's direct to consumer through Even, and I can drop a reel. It could be an old reel. I can recycle a reel, and you go look in them comments and you will see mixtape, and so they're getting an automatic response that sends the DM to them.
Come on,
the mixtape.
What he's talking about is this tool called ManyChat, which automatically will, if you comment a keyword, I say comment mixtape, and they comment mixtape under that reel, it'll automatically DM them a message with the link or whatever.
Tape is purchased. So that, I think, I haven't checked in a while, but I'm definitely have made probably over 18K on a mixtape.
Yeah,
off the music. So there's that. Of course, there's the merch. My tours, all the tours have been independent. You know what I mean? I just finished my last tour.
Hold on, sold out shows.
Yes.
That's what I hear.
That's what I'm saying. So the tour. Tony Robbins said something, and I can say it like this.
My guy.
He said we weren't created to manage circumstances. We are created to create. Then he talked about the different patterns that if you master these patterns, this is how you'll master business. This is how you'll master really like independence even. Pattern creation, pattern utilization, and pattern recognition. I have mastered that. So when it comes down to streams or whatever, or these different things that I have, I've mastered a pattern, you know what I mean? So so there's other artists that come to me, and again, I won't say their names on this platform, but I'm a marketer and a brander. People have paid me, so and I'm
To
trying
consult. Yeah.
just to tell them. So there's a lot
I'm not surprised over here because I'm like, of course they knew because you have this thing. You have this thing down to a science.
Because I have mastered a pattern. See, as an independent artist, a DIY.
That's what I'm telling y'all, right? It doesn't require luck. It's not about luck or guessing or just doing random stuff. It's a pattern. It's steps you can follow. It's sequences of steps you can follow to get certain results.
When you master a pattern, people will pay you to teach them a pattern. And that's how we get to financial freedom.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing from doing a podcast, but then if you ever get to a place like, okay, cool, I'm going to teach y'all how to do a podcast. Now you teach the podcast. Now you off on the beach somewhere. You don't even have the podcast no more because you got the pattern utilization down packed. So it's a lot of those different things. But like I said, the things people know of, the merch, the music, the projects, the tours, but the teaching part is the next level of it all. Yeah.
And that is where I have been. That's where I've been the most active, I think, over the last 10 years is, ironically, Tony Robbins also said the secret to living is giving. And it took a minute for me to understand what value is outside of the stuff we've been exposed to, like the value meal. Everything that you associated with value was always like something cheap. And then I read a book called The Go-Giver, and it really lined it up of, this is an exchange, a spiritual exchange, a universal exchange that happens that, once you give, this is something that the universe is, you're going to reciprocate.
Biblically, and I think a lot of us have heard that when they was about to do the offering in church, they said, they pull up the scripture, give and it shall be given unto you. But if we just stop right there, that's a principle. That has nothing to do with that ain't even got nothing to do with your faith.
Yeah,
it's a law. It's a law. It's a human nature thing. You give and it shall be given because it's an energetic thing. You know what I mean? It comes back. So a lot when we want to go to that next level. Whenever I study the greats and the people that accumulate so much, they give so much.
Yeah,
like what Nip was able to do. If you go realize how much he taught, how much he like this. We
got enough content for a lifetime.
Nipsey is the reason I even started like reading books and stuff like that because he said he was reading books. I was like, hey, if Nip ain't too cool to read a book, I ain't too cool to read the book.
That's what I'm saying. So people who want to break through and really understand how to be independent and how to achieve wealth, we know that it's about giving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because people are like, man, I'm trying to make this cheap. I'm trying to make this money. I'm trying to get rich. Give what? Your time, give your resources, give your knowledge. I have all them reels that people see that go viral. Those are for free. I get that.
Go deeper than that. The music that you've invested all this heart and all that is personalized messages that feel like you're talking to one person in the room, even if it's just talking to yourself. There's a reason these people are at your show sold out. There's a reason why. Even as I was watching the When We Evolve documentary, I see that I've been on tours. I've done hundreds and hundreds of shows, and I've seen when people are there because they're obligated, and when people are there because they're like, there's no place I'd rather be,
bro.
You competing as an artist with people's Netflix, with their time off from work. You're competing with their comfort when they choose to get that babysitter for them kids and come see you at a show,
bro.
On their own,
pay for the ticket.
Come on,
and it's not pandemonium, right? It's more, it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the getting a babysitter, the standing in the line, the traveling. There's people that travel for my shows. The people that travel from all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Different countries, different states.
No, that's real shit, man. I don't think artists really understand what they saying right now. Like, people could be at home watching Netflix. I just think about when I'm at a show, at a live event, and I see artists come and they just kind of like rap to the ground and they be rapping like this, or they just be, kind of looking around, or they're not really kind of performing to their best because they feel like, oh, it's only 12 people in the room. It's only 30 people in the room. It's only 50 people. and they feel like, oh, this ain't no stadium. I ain't gonna go hard until I'm performing on stage in a big stadium or a big show or a big event. I'm headlining, and I'm just like, yo, bro, you gotta treat every event because, like he's saying, bro, these people then left their home. These people then got babysitters. These people that paid money to get in the door most of the time. You know, these people could be watching Netflix. They could be out at the movies or at a big artist event. You know, but they're there and they're giving you their time and their attention. And you gotta treat it like that, man. You gotta treat it like these people are there for you. Like you are the star of the moment right now in their life, and you gotta take advantage of that. That's what I've seen a lot from working with artists.
To come to the show to see me perform for 1 hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's beautiful. And that is what I appreciate the most, but I see that as giving. I'm a giver first. The greatest among you shall be your servant. I'm a server of humanity, and that's why I believe that, you know, wealth is attached to me. You know what I'm saying? I just chose to do it in an independent way because I can't talk about liberation in my music without being liberated myself.
Come on.
I can't.
Hey, there's
I
so
can't.
many.
I can't, bro. And to me, I cannot. The amount of the type of liberation I talk about.
Yeah.
Being free from Babylon.
Come on.
Being an independent thinker.
How could you not?
I have to exercise these things on my own.
Yeah.
As a man, I have to fast from things. I have to push things back. I gotta look at stuff and say, nah, man, I gotta sacrifice sleep. I gotta, not in like this weird way of that, you know, like that people attach like to accumulate ego and pride. No, bro, like I know that it's gonna take more of me. You know what I'm saying? So through the music, I give away a lot, bro. Them reels, the remixes. In my mind, I'm looking at the long game. Okay, cool. I'm finna post this reel right now. Nothing's finna happen right here. There's not gonna be an immediate exchange. As soon as I push upload, money's not coming in my hand.
Right, and that's okay.
That's all right, because and for those that, I got a lot of plants in my loft, so I love plants. I love the idea of gardening. For those that understand how it works, you put that seed in there, you water it. My tours. Part of the reason why my tours are like a lot of shows are sold out, and I'm able to do these tours and know people are coming, is because of what I do for free. It's not about what I charge for.
Yeah, that's powerful.
That's real shit. Like if you understand like that it's a process and things don't always happen immediately. If you understand that, like, you know, you're gonna put that seed in, you're gonna plant that seed, but it may take a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year for you see any kind of like result, or that plant starts to flower out of that soil. You start to understand like, yo, you need to start just planting small little seeds every day. Try to plant as many seeds as you can every single day, so that later on you're preparing yourself for things to happen in the future. It's not always immediate, like we would hope. You know what I'm saying? We would hope things would be more immediate, but it's not always like.
Being an independent artist, what responsibilities come with independence that artists don't talk about enough?
Yeah, man. Picking the right team. You know what I'm saying? That is very important. I had somebody in my documentary premiere in Houston. They asked about that, and I was telling them, you don't find your team; they find you, though. Right? You got to become all the things. You may not be the best at it, because you got to know what you're looking for as an independent. Because if not, when you're not independent, you get signed or whatever. They telling you they putting all the pieces around you, and they gonna take them away when you leave.
Right?
You hear me? You can
just like AI.
They taking it away from you when you leave, right? But independently, you got to become those things. Before I had a videographer, a graphic designer, assistant. I was all the things. I was sending emails. You know what I'm saying? Contacting you on the behalf of AJ McQueen. There was no
DIY type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Boom. I was a video editor. I'm saying, it may not have been my area of gifting, right? Because I do want to respect those that are very gifted in these areas, but I had to do it. I had to learn it, and then as I grew as an independent, I'm like, okay, I need an assistant. I needed this. I need this. For me, my method is different than most. My team is created people that I trust, not people who qualify. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
My people I trust, not people that are qualified. You know what I mean? Because if you know it, if you've become it, then you can teach it.
Right.
You heard me? And now I have people that have been around me for over 10 years that have seen me evolve through a different stage of my life. And it's the win feels so much better when I got them on my side versus somebody new who I don't know. So picking the right team, making the right connections, you know what I mean? Like in partnerships, that's important.
Yeah.
Because I'm at a place in my life where now I have sponsorship deals. I have companies that want to play ball. They want to get involved, right? But making the right decisions, because my message has to be clear, and I can't partner with an entity that would water my message or change my message of independence and liberation and all the things. So making the right connections, picking the right team, and knowing that if I don't create it, if I don't put out, nothing's coming in. And I think that's a hard thing for independents to understand. Like, you have to, some people look at entrepreneurship and independence and be like, man, I want to do that. That's easy. What?
These bags on my eyes in here for fashion.
Do you know how late I stay up?
And that's the part that I think that they don't understand, is that when you're giving advice like you're giving right now, this is delivered from someone who doesn't feel the necessity. Like, I don't have to, I get to.
Right.
And I worked, the other day I worked good 14 something hours in front of the computer, and I was like, but that's what I know. That's how I finished the job.
Right.
It's not a matter of me. This is for nobody else except for almost like a dopamine spike, or not even dopamine, but an urge inside. I have to get this done.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's powerful. And this right here, this nugget right here is one of the most powerful things that I've had to learn, and I've mastered it, and it's helped my life. As an independent, you have to put to death the idea of instant gratification.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long journey.
It's gonna be a long journey, bro. Even if you go viral, even if you post something go viral, bro. I've, proud to say, I know how to go. I know how to turn. I know what's going to hit.
What we talking about?
It's the science. I know the science.
AJ McQueen in the building right now. What we talking about?
We gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be clear, right? To make this more real for the listeners and the viewers. Viral is outside of your family and friends. So let me make it real, because I don't want people to think, oh man, I gotta hit 1 million views, 100,000 views.
Right.
No, outside of family and friends, when you got people talking, it's viral. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, but chasing that, because believe.
I feel like what he's saying, just to kind of double click on that, if your regular views, you post a reel 5 times across a week and they all get 200 views, around 200 views, that's going to be like your normal friends and family circle. You got 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers, whatever. And the ones who your support team is going to, the people who normally like your content are all going to get you about 200 likes or views. But outside of that, if you get a video that does 500 views, 1,000 views, it's getting outside of that normal circle of your fans, your friends and family. So it's going to new audiences, new people are seeing it. And he's saying that is what is considered viral. It doesn't mean it needs to be 1 million views before you call it viral. It doesn't need 100,000 views before it's viral. It's just once it gets outside of that normal range of 200 views, 300 views, and it goes to 1,000 views or 2,000 views. Now we're viral. We're talking that it went viral. People outside of your circle are engaging with it.
They're not. There's a lot of people that cannot get their music or their content, outside of the family friend loop.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So let's show respect to those that can. When you got 100 people, when you got whatever people, you know what I'm saying. That's it's bubbling. I tell people all the time, especially the independent, you don't need your whole following to support. You need 1%, brother, to support you monthly, and you won. Man. If you got 1,000 followers, if you got 1% of them supporting you monthly, you won. Monthly?
Come on, man.
If you got them either buying, coming to a show, you hear me, supporting your Patreon, you won. You can.
Because the original was 1,000 true fans, right? Where you get 1,000 of them paying 100, you're making $100,000 a year. which I don't care what people is making or thinking people supposed to be making. You don't bat your eyes at that.
You don't bat your eyes at that.
Like, you know what you can do with
Right,
that.
and that's why I like to when I speak about independence in this industry and as a creative and as a thinker, I like to make it real. I don't like to talk so far from people.
Sure.
I want to make it real. Independence doesn't mean alone.
Well, that's pretty much going to be it for this clip. A nice little in-depth look into the mindset of AJ McQueen, who has ended up making over 18,000 from a mixtape using platforms like Even, going direct to fan, going direct to consumer. And he's got an hour-long video we'll tap into another time. But yeah, it's possible, man. Independent artists are out here making money from their music. And like you said, you just need 1% of your fan base to support you monthly. Just a small percentage. It doesn't have to be everybody you know has to support you. It doesn't like it have to be in millions of billions of people or the hundreds of thousands of people. Just start with your friends and family. Try to go viral-ish outside of that and keep growing. Just keep going. And don't forget to make offers. Make consistent offers. If you want us to help you or you want me to help you with making your offer on Even, you can get the break even challenge when you join the premium membership, which is right now at an incredible rate, which you can go to independentrappers.com or school.com/independent rappers, and you can check it out, be a part of the community, and you'll get access to things once you upgrade to premium. I appreciate y'all, man. Check out this video if you want more tips like this.